So I'm just going to start this by saying that a lot of these YouTubers in the sneaker space have been around for a while, and it's gotten to the point where I believe they're completely out of the loop. I think that they're completely out of touch, and I think they become completely delusional. So I'm going to go ahead and do what I always do about this time. I'm going to run the dopest intro you ever seen in your life, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to explain myself exactly what I mean when I say we don't wear OGs no more.
OG Trap Jordan, OG Trap Jordan, the other sneaker YouTubers, the hell are boring. OG Trap Jordan, OG Trap Jordan, I got sneakers rated and pouring.
What up, YouTube? OG Trap Jordan back with another one. And today, before I start this video, I'm gonna do something a little bit different. Instead of waiting until the end, I'm gonna ask you guys at the beginning, if you like my content, if you've been here before or it's your first time, could you go ahead and subscribe to the channel? This is actually going to be my 200th long form video that I've uploaded since I started YouTube about a year and a half ago, and it was official today that I actually got up past 3,000 subscribers, and it was only 2 months ago when I got past 2,000. So we're making strides. The channel's getting big. We're getting a lot of subscribers, and it seems like the content is starting to resonate with, I don't know, a wider variety of people. We're getting a bigger audience. And I do want to say that I really appreciate everybody that's subscribed lately, and I really appreciate everybody that's been rocking with the channel for a very long time. You guys know who you are, and you guys are the ones that motivate me to keep going, and without you guys it wouldn't be possible, as cliche as that sounds, but it's the truth. And like I said, if you're just tuning in, please subscribe, support the channel. We talk about real stuff here. It's free, it doesn't cost you a thing, but it helps the channel and it keeps us going. So with that out the way, I want to get into today's topic. As you've seen, the title was We Don't Wear OGs No More. And the reason that I made this title is because just recently I've been talking about a lot of YouTubers, a lot of the resale YouTubers. I put them on blast. I had a really big video that did well off of that. And somebody got in my in my comments and was like, yeah, you know, your boy Unbreakable, he said he's kind of changed his tune. He ain't talking about the same thing. I hadn't watched his stuff in a while. So a video of his popped up in my the other day. So I clicked on it and I was like, you know what, let me see what this dude's talking about. And I gotta say, honestly, that's why I say these guys are completely delusional, because the stuff that he was talking about in that video, it didn't have me pissed off, but it had me laughing and just kind of like, I couldn't believe the things that I was hearing. And he was basically saying that, like, we don't wear, that's what he was saying. He was saying that we don't wear OGs no more, and that basically they're old and it's all about collabs now. And he was trying to plead with Jordan Brand to switch things around and to make the OGs more limited and make the collabs more plentiful. Now, to the average person, that might sound good. Like, you would love to get these collabs. Collabs are kind of popping and OGs are sitting around. But here's the problem that I have with that. He's not coming from a space like he's one of us. This guy is a reseller. He's got a plug. He's got plugs. He gets whatever he wants, whenever he wants, how many he wants. And the thing is, what he's really tripping on is the fact that he can't sell you guys these OGs and these GRs for a crazy ass price 2 months before they drop anymore, for a number of reasons. Number one is it's became very apparent and very obvious what's happening with most of these shoes going on sale. And also, you have other YouTubers like me who have been preaching this for a very long time now, not to fall for the BS. And it's just a number of things. People are broke. People don't have the money, so people aren't going out of their way to go pay a bunch of resale. And it just became very apparent the game that these YouTubers, these sneaker YouTubers, were playing. And it's something that I don't even really have to preach about anymore. It's something that's so obvious that the average consumer has figured it out. So it's killing their pockets, and the only thing they could do is sell their merchandise and sell their classes on how to be a reseller, but they're really not making that much money. And that's why they want to turn around and say something like, oh, we don't wear OGs no more. It's not that we don't wear OGs. We definitely wear OGs. And as a real sneakerhead and as a real consumer, like a lot of you are that tune into my channel, we know this is a good time for us. We are loving this shit. We just let them go on sale because we know that they're going to, and we're not stupid anymore, and we're not falling for their games anymore. So in his mind, in his reseller mind, nobody wears OGs anymore because the only thing he could probably get off is collabs. But this is a great thing. Now, there's something else I want to touch on. In my last video, I kind of was talking about that list with Complex, with their best sneaker of the year or whatever. And I did state in that video that I don't have a problem with those guys. I watch their stuff. I think they're pretty cool. They got some dope content. Obviously, Complex Con was big this year. And I just got done finally, because I've been working so much, watching the verses with Cash Money and No Limit. And I don't want to make nobody mad, but most people can agree that, yeah, No Limit did their thing. Cash Money did their thing too. But anyway, I'm getting off topic, but I definitely think that No Limit won that. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. I want to get back on Complex because, like I said, they're dope and I like them. But I was watching one of their episodes not that long ago, and I can't remember the new guy's name, but he was on there. And some of you guys might have seen this episode, but they were talking. And I wish I could remember the new guy's name, but he seems like he's pretty cool. But they were kind of calling him out and saying that he wears a lot of GRs, and they were challenging him on the next few episodes. I don't remember how many episodes, to keep coming in and keep wearing GRs. But, and like I said, I don't have a problem with them, but it seemed so, like, I don't know what the word is, bougie or pretentious or super rich and delusional and out of touch, because they were almost saying, it was almost like they were clowning him in a way. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but it felt like when I was a kid and people would clown me for wearing like Payless, and I'm sure some of you, if you're a little younger, you probably grew up wearing like Walmart shoes and had kids making fun of you and clowning you. It almost felt like that. Like, these guys are so delusional and they've become so successful and they're so far up in the game that they actually look at it like wearing Jordans is like poor people activities. Like, if you're wearing GRs, it's almost like the new Payless shoes or the new Walmart shoes. Like, oh my God, you're gonna wear those GRs? Like, imagine like the audacity. Imagine if you had like a kid and you were a hardworking dude, you're a middle-class citizen, and maybe you buy your kid 2, 3, 4 pairs of Jordans a year, whatever. You know, if you're a sneakerhead, it's probably more, but I'm just saying, if you can afford it, you hook your kids up, and just imagine them going to school and some kid trying to make fun of them for wearing GRs. Let's keep in mind that a lot of people are broke right now, and GRs are still 200 plus when they come out. Yes, they're going on sale and you can get them for less, but that's a lot of money for the average family, for the average income of the average family that's going through everything that we've been going through lately, and all the just the high price of cost of living and everything. And imagine kids telling other kids, oh my God, all you wear is GR Jordans, you don't even wear collabs. Like, that's completely ridiculous. And that's why I say that these guys are like delusional, because I think that they really live in a space where that is kind of poor activities. But for us, the real average consumers, the real sneakerheads that aren't sitting high and mighty on a throne and just thinking that we're better than everybody, and I'm not saying that they think that, but that's kind of how it came off to me. And I'm still gonna say peace to those guys, because I do mess with their stuff. I just think they're so successful and they've been around for so long that they've become a little delusional to the average consumer and what's really going on out here. The fact that GRs are sitting has nothing to do with them being played out, and most of us still buy them, and most of us really are happy. And yes, we're waiting for some of them to go on sale, and others we buy them right away because we know that's something that's coveted to us and we want it for a long time. But these guys are actually so delusional to think that like the average person is just buying nothing but, and I know some sneakerheads are out there and you got it like that and you buy up all the collabs and stuff, but for a lot of us, we got in this game because we love these shoes. It's not about like stunting or flexing or trying to be that dude. For some people it is, but there's nothing wrong with these OGs, and they're absolutely not played out. It's not what's going on. These guys just can't flip them. They can't resell them. So now all of a sudden they're delusional and they think we can't get them. But the truth is, for us, we love them. And I'm not going to keep ranting, but I just want to say that this year and last year, I bought up a lot of the OGs that dropped, most of the ones that I wanted it, unless they limited it and I couldn't get it, and I didn't pay resale, and I don't give a shit to. And it's not about the fact that I can't afford it, because I could definitely afford every pair of shoes that came out this year. I just don't feel like getting played like that, so I buy what I like, and if I can't get it, I go on to the next shoe. But I just think it's really funny that people are all of a sudden trying to push this narrative, and it's usually the resellers that the OGs are like played out, like we're not wearing them no more. And the fact is, we're just not paying resale for them. It's a bad time for the economy, so not everybody's buying them. They're sitting around, and then we're buying them up on sale, but we're still rocking them. You still see them out in the wilderness way more than you see collabs, at least where I'm from, you do. And it's just not facts. It's just delusional. They're just mad because they can't flip these pairs and play you guys like suckers. And now they're trying to push this narrative that those are old anyway, and trying to convince Jordan Brand to basically GR the collabs and limit the OGs. You know why they want to limit the OGs? Because they have the plug on the OGs, because they can get the OGs, and then they can turn around if they're limited and their resale goes back up. Right now, it's a buyer's market. It's not a seller's market, so they're tripping and they're doing what they do. They're taking their influence and they're trying to create a narrative that's not real. It's delusional. So let's be grateful that the game is right now for the real sneakerheads, because it's great. And I love it, and I know you guys love it. And if you guys are feeling what I'm talking about today, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here real quick. You know what it is. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you can get notified every time I drop one of these bangers, and you can get some more of this good stuff in your life. Remember, support the culture and not the resellers. I'm OG Trap Jordan, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.